Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about my favorite young adult author, Maureen Johnson. Now, I'm a huge fantasy young adult fiction fan. I love the fantastical element of things. Maureen Johnson tends to stick to real-life situations with young adult, and I am totally okay with that. I enjoy those just as much. I just absolutely adore her books. The Key to the Golden Firebird is one of my favorite books of all time. Same with Girl at Sea. And her most popular book was 13 Little Blue Envelopes. And she wrote this quite a while ago, back in 2005, and it was an immediate success, and people were wondering right away, like, please write a sequel. The premise is we meet a girl named Ginny whose aunt has just died from brain cancer. And Ginny hasn't heard from her in like 2 years, and suddenly she gets these mysterious envelopes in the mail, and she has to open them in order, and there's 13 of them, and they're little, and they're blue, hence the title. And she goes on this, and the envelopes basically lead her all the way to Europe in this fantastical journey. She has to go on, she learns more about her aunt and about herself, and it's just a fantastic book. Anyone that loves to travel would love this book. I love to travel, so I love this book. But basically, we only get to find what's in the first 12 envelopes, because at the end of the book, someone has stolen her last envelope. And hence, in 2011, 6 years after that book was written, we finally get to find out what's in the last little blue envelope. And so comes the sequel, The Last Little Blue Envelope. This book, I've been waiting for this book for so long to come out, and I'm just so happy it finally has. I can't believe she was going to write it. I thought for sure she wasn't going to write one. And 13 Little Blue Envelopes, we meet Keith, who is sort of Ginny's love interest throughout the first book, and he is British, and so she goes back to America at the end of the book. And they just kind of, you know, they talk a few times online, and that's kind of it. They kind of leave it open-ended. But Ginny finally gets an email from this guy named Oliver, who says that he has found her last envelope. And if she wants to meet him in London, she can get it back for him. So she packs her bags right away and goes off to London. And in fact, the first 3 pages, we read an actual excerpt from the last blue envelope, which is awesome. So you think you're going to get the full thing, but Oliver cuts it off, so she has to go over there and find it and grab it herself. It turns out Oliver isn't exactly a nice guy, and he knows that in the envelope there'll probably be some money for her at the end if they go and collect all the art projects that Aunt Peg has made. So Oliver basically wants to go with Ginny and claim half of the money as his. Now Keith hears about this, and turns out Keith got a girlfriend, a lovely girlfriend named Ellis, who she's so nice. I love her character. Ellis and Oliver are basically our 2 new characters in this book, and they're amazing. They both have so much depth in them, and you almost want to hate both of them for how they're making Ginny feel, but at the same time you're just torn because, you know, there's something deeper to Oliver, and Alice is just so nice and so welcoming to Ginny, so how do you hate someone like that? And you see Ginny sort of, you know, grasping this situation the same way the reader is, which I love about Maureen Johnson. So we're back in Europe in this book, and Aunt Peg is leading Ginny and us on a crazy new adventure throughout Europe, and couldn't put it down, just loved it. I finished it the day it came out. I just haven't made a review yet. I'm sorry, but I love Maureen Johnson. I love her writing style. You should follow her in the doobly-doo on Twitter. She makes the funniest tweets. But you've noticed from previous videos, I'll also put the previous videos in the doobly-doo where I've talked about Maureen Johnson books that I just adore her, and I love her books. So I'll see you guys later with more reviews. Bye!